Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
And now, lining up for
Nigeria have opted for a 4-4-2 formation. Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
So off we go then. Great ball if he can get there.
That's an excellent interception.
Cleared away.
And that has been knocked clear. And he's undercooked that.
Good read, needed to be.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing.
He is through here. Shoots! It's there! And Nigeria are ahead.
Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
After 6 minutes is number 19.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Spread to the right. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, perfectly measured that. And the shot's on here. Goes for a shot! And that's in! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Nigeria are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
He won't be happy with that one. Nigeria have their opponents right where they want them, and we've barely begun. Oh, what a ball! Equatorial Guinea have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Nigeria have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Osimhen. Knocks it into space. Osimhen! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking for options for movement. And he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's made its way to him. Oh, this is a great position. And he's managed to get rid. Excellent challenge there. He's had a shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Chukwueze. Delibashiru, who does have an assist to his name. Onuachu! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
A case now of complete control.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quick...
Onuachu! He's got a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Nigeria are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Short changes him with that pass. Ambitious ball here. 30 minutes gone. Bassi cuts out the pass. Nigeria do have a chance to counter here. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. This is a gloriously greedy performance.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And it's Delibashiru. That's a little off target. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And he's in on goal. Big chance! And he's following up. Well taken goal. They are purring, truly purring.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Another one. This must be his personal high.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's a sharp little ball here. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Nigeria clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's in a great position. Osimhen! And he's missed it.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Simon. And Meciuri. Chukwueze. And it's Meciuri.
Added time.
He'll try from distance! Oh, crossbar! Looking for the run. He's found space here. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in the second half?
Nigeria looking unstoppable, unbeatable, and in case you're wondering, yes, that really is the scoreline. So right back into the action. Looking to play him in.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Osimhen. And the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. They've played it short. This looks promising. And the shot! He's put it wide. That looks a decent ball. Onuachu. Oh, super ball. Can he finish? Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Good ball, good take. Tries from distance. Oh, terrific save.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Nigeria have their third corner. He's on it, can he get away? Tries a shot! And now they can spring out of defence. Chukwueze. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Onuachu. Shot, surely! Oh, he's been caught, and it's come back out to him. And he's stuck it away. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
After 57 minutes is number 9, Osimhen.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 9, Osman. Number 19,
Bassi.
coming on the field. Number
Simon.
7, Lukman.
It's a pretty
Number
loose
12.
pass. Omar Mascarell.
The attendance
Almost
for
an
this
hour
match
gone.
was 80,607.
Well read, nice interception. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And he's found a way past. Chance for a shot! And no mistake.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
The goal scorer for Equatorial Guinea after 62 minutes is number 8.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. Now, can they get him away? Nigeria are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Omar Mascarell. Foot in. Good take. And the finish! Oh, off the bar! Chance! And it's hoisted clear. Simon, great chance! And he steered it beyond the post. Ogbu. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He shifted it to the flank, and that was asking for too much. Omar Mascarell. Now this could be a chance. Lukman. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. In with the challenge. Lukman. That's a good ball. And the shot! It's a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Number 12.
Equatorial Guinea choosing to make the first change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Omar Mascarell, now he's off and running. He's in a great position here, and he was quick to react. Nicely shaped ball. He's just misjudged that one. Simon. And it's Delibashiru. Distributed tidily. And here's Chukwueze. He's having a hit! And that has flown over. Lookman is onto it in a flash. That is ended up in no man's land. Played out to the left flank. Simon, and he welcomes it in. Pass is just off target.
There will be
Gets a
5
good
minutes
foot in there.
time.
That has not gone well. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Good ball, good take. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Dessers. And he shoots!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Can he get it through? Well read, and the danger is averted. And a chance! Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he is going into that little black book. And that will be it. Nigeria can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Now, to all members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
This guy, Franck Kessié, is a player, Peter, who really seems to have found his place. He's been described as the complete midfielder, with physicality, energy, quality, protecting his defence, and he plays an important hand in moves forward. You really can't be asking for much more than that.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. So it's down to business here. That has ended up in no man's land. Bioko Poko pinches it off him. He's going to be disappointed with that. Zaha.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Seri. He's in a great position here. Chance, surely! They've scored! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Ivory Coast gain their reward with an early goal. Well read, nice interception. Kessié. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Ivory Coast leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. That's a throw. Seri. Bouanga stood up well to him there. Diomande with a definite foul there. Spread neatly. Seri. And Kessié. Quarter of an hour played. Kessié. Can he get on the end of this? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And one more try! And he hits the net! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Simplicity itself.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Ivory Coast
are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
He has found the way through. Diomande tries to play it through. Steaming on goalwards. And the ball's come loose here. Not the most accurate pass. Bioko Poko. And he's been shifted off it. And it's Zaha. Tries to pass it through. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Zaha. Crasso. And the shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! Tries to get it clear. Oh, keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Ivory Coast
With the corner, there first. Crasso. Oh, wait. Shapes to shoot! That is decidedly lacking. Half an hour played now. Now, can they get him away? Great vision. Thinks about the shot. Real chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Crasso deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Oh, easy pickings there. Good ball, good take. And he was quick to react. More and more pressure on the ball here. Ndong. Bouanga.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And a chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Ivory Coast
Looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Looking to play him in. Oh, nice touch. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And the pass is intercepted. Threads one in. Oh, that's a key interception. Bioko Poko. And we've reached half-time. So your views on the first half?
Ivory Coast clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Ivory Coast
Firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. So right back into the action. And this is Zaha. Nicely weighted ball. Look at the space here. There's the shot! Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
A case now of complete control. Ndong. He shifted it to the flank. Buanga. Agbadou. Zaha. Here's Seri. Spread to the right. Chance for a shot! And that's a good finish. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own.
That was a given, it always was.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space. The player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's looking wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that is well cleared. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Kessié. Tries one from range. Oh, he really got hold of that.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Crasso looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem to...
Chance! And there's a goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Après 60 minutes de jeu par le numéro 14.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Looking for the run. Just eases him off the ball. He's got away. Kessié. And it's made its way to him. And he shoots! And that's a simple one for the keeper. Biokopoko. Buanga.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with.
It's Zaha! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Ivory Coast.
Choosing to make the first change.
A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
He's sharing a smile or two as he's leaving the pitch, Peter. I think his contribution is widely appreciated.
Le numéro 22, le numéro 24.
Lamina
Ivory Coast.
do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Seri. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Duanga played out to the left flank. Kessier. Guesson. Spread it left. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Takes a shot!
Keeper always had the measure of that.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Changement en cours.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Has to go back here. He's had a shot!
Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Ndong. 75 minutes played. Biogopoko. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Tries a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Alavina. Ndong. Biogopoko. Duanga.
Well, that is one way to stop him.
And the finish! And it's in! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. No way through. Duanga. Looking for options for movement. Always onto this. He's found the way through. Lovely, now then. And he's straight offside. Agbadou. That's a lovely, neat pass. Spread out to the left. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Alavina. Duanga.
Temps additionnel.
It's a sharp little ball here. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. That's going wide left. Oh, lovely feeding is such a good move.
Shot at goal! Brought out the best in the keeper.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
This looks promising.
And the shot!
And he's missed it. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And there goes the final whistle. Ivory Coast, looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch, and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Merci.